and everything. There we are. So good evening, everyone. Well, it's evening where we are at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in abnormally cold Georgia, 22 degrees.
Snowing all over Georgia.
Yeah, and it's like, what happened?
Because it's a bomb cyclone.
Oh, whatever. Cyclone. You gonna start that again?
That's what they call it.
I know that's what they call it. They call it a bomb freaking cyclone. Right, yeah.
Bomb cyclone.
Bomb diggity. Cyclone.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Hip hop cyclone.
Hey, K Munin, how are you?
Joining us this evening.
And Laura.
Laura's here. Who else have we got? I see
we got Black
Knight.
Hey, Black Knight. Don't forget Black Knight does have a channel.
He does toy hunts.
Yes, he does toy hunts and pickups, and he reviews.
Saturday morning.
Saturday night is here. Richard is here.
From Yonkers.
From Yonkers. Reynard is here. Pastor Rick.
Pastor Rick is there.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is there? Nobody there.
No.
Well, there's other people. Sometimes people are just listening.
Yes, and that's fine. We're glad that you took the time out to listen.
They like the sound of my voice.
Oh.
That's what it is. That I don't know. But we appreciate
for whatever
you all
reason.
Anyways, there's
we got Custom God.
Yeah,
and we got Robert. That's
2 pop-ups for LPH. Yeah, what did you do?
Oh, I changed my thumbnail.
Maybe that's
I try to make it look different.
Okay.
Trying to get my channel up and running and putting stuff on it. So
yeah, I'm trying to push with this channel this year too. I'd like to grow the subscriber base.
Yes,
if I can. It's not easy anymore. It's not like it was in the wild west of ScrewTube, where with all their algorithms and nonsense, it's almost damn near impossible now. You used to be able to just put a video out and people could watch it and decide if they want to see it or not.
Yeah.
And now the algorithm decides if it even gets seen, let alone if who gets notifications or what. It's really kind of ridiculous now.
I hate the way they micromanage that all the way to the point where it's almost it does frustrate you because you do all of this hard work and you're being held back and they're not allowing your videos to be seen.
Yeah. And
it's not like it's anything vulgar, but if you want to see vulgar things,
they got it. They got it.
And all we do is sit around and talk about action figures, music, comic books, and pop culture type things, and we get shadow banned. So
yeah.
Yesterday when you did the action figure, the
first figure was from something.
Yeah, he didn't finish his thought.
And Saturday morning says Dragon Ball is going to turn 40.
Oh,
all right. And then,
18 degrees in Georgia.
Yeah, we're all right. Actually, you can see the fireplace going right behind us.
Yeah. We're trying to stay warm. Thank you, Pastor Rick, for the cat.
Made a donation. I'll show you something here in a minute, actually, talking about the cats. And Diggs says, did you see the Masters of the Universe trailer? We actually did a reaction video on this channel for that trailer.
Did. So if you look up in David's archives or whatever.
Yeah, it's a recent video. We just did it like within a week when it first started rolling out to check it out.
Yeah.
To check it out and get our impression of it. It looked, so far so good. We think it looks okay. There are some people that saw the trailer and like, nah, but it's all a matter of taste. But we're hopeful. I think we're hopeful. Where is the here it is. That they did a good story with it. Because you don't know until you see it. I would like for it to be true to the story. true to the story. And Rich says, Akumizer 3. Okay. And he's explaining what that is.
Okay.
Explaining what that is. And Degs is going to watch that. Okay, going to watch our reaction. That's all right. We hope you do. I wanted to show this since Pastor Rick made a donation here really quickly. Yeah, 19 folks, because the cold's bringing them out, bringing the cats out of the woodwork. Check this guy out. Has been coming around in the mornings and eating. That's number 19 now. Never seen this one before, except for a couple of days ago when it first started coming around. All very skittish, obviously feral, no tipping, so it's not it's never been fixed. So that's another one that I'll have to work on. That makes 6 that are going to need TNVR, but all brown on the back, light brown on the back, dark brown in the face, except for the chin. Pretty thing, but it's like, okay. 19 mouths to feed. So we appreciate it, Pastor Rick. Thank you for your help. But yeah, the Masters of the Universe figure, I think from the trailer, and we talked about it a little bit when we were watching, that something that I did like about it was the trailer told you a basic idea of what to expect from the film. Because modern trailers for like more than a decade now, they don't show you anything. So they just flash a bunch of junk at you and you don't really know what the movie's about. You have to guess.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. Tell me what I'm in store for here. Well, they give you a basic idea. And I also like that Prince Adam knows he's Prince Adam. It's not going to be like they show up and it's like, you're the Prince of Eternia. I am.
Yeah. And then they got to explain it to him and he gets mad and why didn't anybody tell me?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Renard says that Demon Wilson died. That's right. From Sanford and Son.
That's Lamont.
Yes. Big dummy.
Okay.
Big dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sylvan is here, says, from Trinidad and the West Indies. No snow here. Well,
but much rain and some flooding.
And some flooding, of course.
I know.
Yeah, Pastor Rick, 19, indeed. He's been coming around. So
did the Home Alone Last Past. I don't know what that means.
What does that mean? Robert lost some of his sentence.
Yeah, I guess. But Catherine O'Hara and Sanford and Sons Grady Desmond Wilson both had passed away. Desmond Wilson was Lamont, the son.
Yeah, big dummy. The dad used to call him. See, crown's right there. There's a crown. Everybody happy? I have to bring it to shows now, and we get a bunch of shows that are coming up. There's Stone Sour joining us. The bunch of shows, but Stone Sour got a kick out of you in the weekly roundup yesterday.
What did I say?
Talking about the big joints on the Bruce Wayne figure. He was like, you have to.
Those words.
He was like, I got to go with you on this one because those joints are ridiculous.
They were all spaced out. There's like an inch.
It's a huge gap.
It wasn't an inch, but you can see clean through it.
You know what the thing is with that though? They give it the double jointed elbow, and you have to have a space for the double jointed elbow. But when you have a bare arm, you can articulate the muscle so that it's not as noticeable. But since he's wearing a suit jacket, right?
Yeah.
Then you put that on there and you've got a big space. It doesn't look right at all. But
Kevin's mom.
Okay. Saturday morning explains.
And Sally in Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay.
SCTV. Yeah, did I hear that? I don't know if I heard about her. I don't know if I heard about her. I know the one. I know about Lamont because I've been hearing it. No, there's no robe. I don't have a robe handy. I need one of those ermine shoulder bits and a big wrestling belt.
Oh God!
Yeah, a big ass wrestling belt that I can walk around with. Then everybody will want me to have do you have the belt? Do you have the belt? Because I have the crown. And I was going to mention the shows that are a bunch of shows coming up because there's been postponements on account of the weather.
Yeah.
And a lot of postponements. But we've got obviously the retro toy swap will probably be on and popping on the 7th of February, and then the Atlanta Comic Convention. But we're not going to be able to go because it's the exact same time as the record show, and she really wanted to go to the record show.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that instead, and I'll have to catch the Atlanta Comic Convention another time. Then there's the Toyland is coming up.
Yeah.
Then it'll be Joe Fest, Joelanta. It was usually in September, right?
What?
Joelanta
is in. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Joe Fest will be coming up
in June,
and then that will hit every retro toy swap. And of course I always try to film. I always try to film. Yeah, Saturday morning said Smurf robe. It doesn't really fit, It's like a child's robe. But
not just a cape and title belt, but you need a
katana and a boombox. Do I have a theme song? I need a better theme song than the one that I have. I need a new intro altogether, actually. I got to get on that at some point. But yeah, like one of those wrestling belts, a custom wrestling belt that says "Open by Chance" on it or something.
Yeah.
And whatever David Eon, King of Nostalgia, something like that. And I can wear that to the shows or sling it over my shoulder.
Really? It's Walmart sells boombox.
Really? They're bringing that back now too?
That was a big deal. You bought that boombox and then you carried it around on your shoulder, and you could probably listen to like 2 songs because it'd suck up all the battery.
Yeah, like you had 16 D batteries in it.
Yeah. If you listen to the radio, it wasn't bad, but most people listen to a tape so they can hear what they want, and then they turn it up loud.
But they've Walmart. I mean, they've been on the forefront of that. The blow molds.
Yeah.
The blow molds, Instamatic cameras, compact discs. Had they brought back, of course, the vinyl, which is small sections. They're small sections, but they do have that stuff now.
I don't think it'll ever be as big as it was when you had like a whole big section. I mean, that whole back wall in Walmart used to be the media section because you had records, tapes, and then CDs, and you had VCR tapes, plus your TVs and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And that section was big. Best Buy, almost half of the store was media. Your CDs and DVD, VCR tapes,
video games, computer discs for the computer. Now they don't even come with a drive.
No,
you don't even get a drive in your computer anymore.
And I remember when Best Buy announced that they were going to stop selling CDs and DVDs, because we used to go there to buy all of that stuff. I mean, Blockbuster went away, but then you still had Best Buy, and then they stopped. And then it was nowhere to buy it, and now it's slowly coming back. Back in the day, we called them ghetto blasters and not boom. Since it's custom guy.
M called it a ghetto blaster, not M, not MQ.
Who's
Q,
that?
the quartermaster from James Bond. One of the James Bond films. They had a shoulder. A shoulder boombox, and it popped open and a rocket fired out of it. And he goes, "Yes, we call that one the ghetto blaster."
Robert, he don't have a staff, so he don't have a
I've got
staff.
that one that Lou sent me, the little prop one, the little plastic prop one. Deg says, "Did you see Roof Man about the guy who lived inside the Toys R Us?" No,
I never heard.
Never saw that. Oh wow, Munin says their Walmart was in bad shape.
Oh,
utter mess.
Hey, Frank Frog, how are you?
Us. Thank you. Crisco knows which one, or Cristano said it was the Living Daylights. Correct. We call it the Ghetto Blaster. We're making this for the Americans. The Q. He lasted longer than anybody. I think he lasted longer than Moneypenny. Because
Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, Timothy Dalton's the Living Daylights. Correct. Timothy Dalton, he only did 2, and then there was some kind of problem where he wanted to do a 3rd one, but by the time they got around to him, he was contracted for something else. So he couldn't never do a 3rd one. He didn't do bad as Bond, although his felt more like made for TV movies than actual cinematic Productions. I think they were trying to make it look a little bit like Miami Vice because the first of the Timothy Dalton ones. He was it the first one was where he was going against the drug dealer in South America, or the second one. One of them he was in Afghanistan, and one of them it was South America. It was a drug dealer. Wayne Newton was in that one.
Saturday Morning says our DVD rental store is moving to a bigger building due to how well they're doing. They added VCR rentals by huge demand from 20-year-olds and teens.
Wow.
What's the bond with Grace? What's the bond with Grace Jones in it? Which Bond movie had Grace Jones in it? Says Frankenfrog.
View to a Kill.
Oh. And
hey,
Richard said it.
Richard got it. Yeah. View to a Kill. And that was Roger Moore's last Bond film. Yeah. Okay. Cristano said Living Daylights was about Afghanistan. Yeah. That's the one where they tried to assassinate the girl and they shot her cello.
Duran Duran did this theme song.
That's correct. Duran Duran did the music for it.
The drug dealer.
Okay, License to Kill was the drug dealer. Okay. There you go. But yeah, we see that actually as far as media, not so much in the toys or even the comic books, but when we go to like the record show, there's a lot of young people there.
Yeah, it's way more than you would expect, and they're actually looking. And they asking for certain things, you're like, oh, okay. You're not just here. Like when you go to toy shows, you can see adults and they're dragging their little kids around because they want to go. And the kids are whining and crying. Can we go now? Can we leave the toy store now? But when you go to the record show, it's teenagers and young
kids,
20-year-olds.
I think I pointed that out the last one I was at. I was like, look at this, because you could see kids look like 10, 12 years old digging in the bins.
Yeah.
On their own.
Yeah. Nobody's like over them or nothing.
I was like, wow, that's incredible. That's right, Rich. It was Christopher Walken played Max Zorin in that film as the villain. And Roger Moore didn't care for that because he thought that he was not a good Bond villain. Not that Christopher Walken did anything wrong, but the portrayal where he was just a psychotic person. I mean, the final scene, he just machine guns down a bunch of people. And he was like, a traditional Bond villain doesn't behave that way. Roger Moore's impression, although it was better than the previous one. Because Roger Moore's best was the first one, and that would be Live and Let Die. Fantastic film and great theme song by Paul McCartney. But then the one just before View to a Kill was Octopussy, which did not translate well to cinema at all, which, by the way, was the last actual Bond official book from Ian Fleming. That was the last book he actually wrote, which was published in Playboy magazine before I think it was even in paperback. So, but yeah, on screen, it just didn't look right. Octopussy at all.
The reason young people are at the record show is because modern music is basically skunk spray and the old stuff is actually good.
Yeah, that's what Kay Munin says. I agree. The modern music is terrible.
And Robert
it really is.
Young people don't know how record players work with the needles.
Magic. Just tell them it's magic. They'll believe that before you can explain how it works.
Marvel did a comic book.
Did they? They did Marvel did a bunch of them, didn't they? I've got a couple of Marvel one-shot comics of Bond films. So I know that they probably did a bunch. So Marvel and DC were known for doing one-shot movie adaptations of various films, as was Dell back in the day. Dell used to do a lot of movies, and Gold Key used to do TV shows a lot.
Wow. Remember when we had 2 Bond movies same year from 2 different studios?
Yeah, that's right, because at the same time, Sean Connery, the it was Never Say Never Again, the film that Sean Connery did, and it was the exact. Oh, what was the original film? Because it's word for word, moment for moment, everything in the film is identical to one that Sean Connery had already done in the '60s, and they, for some reason, the studio didn't have the rights. They didn't have the rights. Eon Productions, of all things, didn't have the rights to the actual script, so they shot the script over, and just if you could play the two films right next to each other, and it's almost
identical.
Yeah, it's almost identical. You couldn't tell them apart, except for the era. One was one looks like '60s and one looks like the '80s, basically.
Frank and Frog is fascinated by how vinyl works.
It is like magic.
I don't know how it works. I don't care.
Thunderball, thank you. Saturday morning got it. So Thunderball was the original version, and then the redo was called Never Say Never Again, which was actually a gag on a play on words from Sean Connery, who said he would never play Bond again because he had been fighting with the studio before they finally replaced him over money constantly. And he was, I'll never play Bond again. And so they called it Never Say Never Again because he was indeed playing Bond one more time. Yeah, so yeah, and that's why they tried to replace him. That what was that guy? That actor's name was in one single Bond film, and then they got rid of him and brought Sean back, and then they finally got rid of him when they brought Roger Moore in, who was a good fit because he just adapted his Saint role to be James Bond. He really portrayed Bond like he was the Saint.
Oh, okay.
It was a good fit, I thought. Oh, what was
I've
that
never
one?
seen James Bond. I don't like those kind of movies.
What was the name of that one actor? Somebody
George
will tell
Lashby.
us. Lazenby. Or is Lasby or Lazenby?
Something.
Lasby, George yeah. And that was no, it wasn't From Russia with Love. Which one was it? Was it From Russia with Love?
Who knows?
I can't. George Lazenby. He corrected it.
No.
I thought there was a Z in there somewhere. But yeah, fascinating history with all of that. And then you get to the modern era, and it's not even like Bond anymore.
How do you know? You saw the Daniel Craig?
Daniel Craig is not Bond. I mean, it doesn't feel like James Bond at all because Daniel Craig's portrayal of Bond is like a loose cannon. He runs around all over the place. There's no calm, collective attitude at all. Bond was always focused. Everyone who portrayed Bond, very focused. Lazenby was wild. He was a loose cannon throughout all of the films.
Lazenby or Daniel Craig?
Daniel Craig.
Okay.
Daniel Craig, the last Bond. He did not feel like traditional Bond because he did not portray himself like a gentleman. He did not have, and they even mocked that in the film when he goes up and he asks for the martini, and the bartender asks him, shaken or stirred, sir? And he was like, do I look like I give a damn? And it's like, that's not Bond. That's not Bond. Jay wants to know where the crown came from. Oh, we're going to have that story again.
Value Village.
Basically, it is a legitimate prop crown. It's not a cheap one at all. And it was in Value Village around Halloween, like a year ago. And I was looking at it because it's like $1. And I was like, what do you think about bringing it on the live stream just for the hell of it, right? And she was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I wore it on the live stream and we had a laugh. And then from that point forward, every time I was on the live stream, everybody's like, where's the crown? Where's the crown? So it and see what's happening there. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm back. But so as I was saying, we go to a lot of shows and we film them as live walkthroughs of these conventions, comic shows and toy shows and whatever. And you're talking about Casino Royale, Saturday morning fan.
That was a comedy?
Show. There was a single one. There's 2 Casino Royales. One is the first Daniel Craig, and the other one is from the 1960s. It had Woody Allen and people like that in it. And it was a comedy.
Oh.
But we go and we film the shows, and a lot of people at these conventions know who we are. And people will be coming up to me, where's the crown? Where's the crown at the shows? Or like, hey, can I get a selfie? Sure. Do you have the crown? So it's like I said, it's just kind of branded the channel almost now. So that's where the whole King of Toys bit comes from and all of that. It's all in good fun. We're just having a good time here.
But I was watching something recently that really struck me, and I don't know if y'all saw it, but a post that, what's his name from DC? James Gunn.
Oh God, yeah.
Put out.
What a jerk.
Yeah, James Gunn put out a post recently.
And Rich knows the list. Those are the people who are in it. David Niven, that's right. Peter Sellers and Orson Welles. And I think
lad, how are you?
Lad. And Orson Welles and Peter Sellers couldn't get along? They couldn't be filmed in the same room together? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that's right. It's a Tigger mug.
Yeah, we found that at Goodwill too.
Tigers love to bounce.
We find everything.
Yeah, Robert says we're cosplayers now, but I'm cosplaying as myself. So does that count? I don't know. I don't know. But he had said he had put it on his social media post, so it's out there for the world to see and mock him now. That's David Gunn. David Gunn?
James
Gunn. I don't know what I'm talking about. James Gunn. That the original Batman, 89 Batman, is the worst cinematic Batman ever. That the acting was terrible, the writing was terrible. Nicholson was a lousy actor. The special effects were really bad. He just tore it to pieces.
Yeah,
and he was very vulgar about it too. He had a lot of vulgar language in the descriptor, where he was really just tearing down the 89 Batman.
And anybody who liked it or thought well of it.
Yeah, he attacked the fans who liked the film as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it a little campy? Sure. Sure. I mean, it's Batman. You got a guy in a bat costume. Yeah. Of course, it's going to be a little campy, no matter how gritty you make it. But that's the Batman that people wanted. Okay. They don't want Adam West was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun Batman. It was a fun ride. The villains were so over the top, and that made it fantastic. Like Cesar Romero as the Joker is brilliant, and so on. You get the idea. They were all really, really well cast, and they had a lot of fun on that show. But people wanted a darker rendition of the Batman, and yeah, it does look a little campy, and some of it seems unrealistic, but it's a comic book adaptation. I thought it was well acted. I like the visuals of it. I thought Nicholson did a great job. And he's going to sit there. I mean, it's okay to sit there and say you don't like it, but to just butcher it, and it's unnecessary. Saturday Morning says Siskel and Ebert didn't like Batman 89 either, or the 90s Ninja Turtles, but they loved Mask of the Phantasm.
That was good, Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah, the animated Mask of the Phantasm is good.
The animated Batman the animated series was good.
Yes.
That is a very good series, the dialogue, the animation. I can't say the acting.
But 89 Batman is classic.
Yeah, it was.
It really is classic.
The thing that I found offensive about what he said, one, he said it. And the movies he's done, except for Guardians of the Galaxies, were trash. The Flash,
Flash was terrible.
Birds of Prey.
The only reason anybody watched The Flash is that is because Keaton Batman was going to be in it again. That's everybody said that. The movie was terrible, but I wanted to see Keaton. And Adlad, you know what's funny is Murder by Death is the very first film I ever saw in theaters. Because he mentioned David Niven and Murder by Death there. First film I ever saw in theaters was Murder by Death.
I think all the Batmans are bad but good at the same time. 89 was a visual masterpiece, but it didn't have much of a story.
Yeah, it didn't need much of a story. It didn't. And Cristano really liked Nicholson.
Yeah, I love the Nicholson Joker. I mean, but the one, you're over DC and you're tearing down like their legacy.
Yeah.
You know, and I just thought it was very unprofessional for a person in his position. You're over the DC movies and you're going to tear one of their best movies apart. Granted, you might not think it's the best, but people still say it's the best.
Most people love that film. Most people love that film. That's not cool.
No.
To have that attitude. Stone Sour made another donation to the cats. Thank you.
Batman animated series on my watch list. Yes, watch it. It is very good. And I remember watching it when it came out and loved it. And then I watched it again. And then me and David watched it again. That's one I can watch over and over
again. And the vibe is like the Fleischer Superman, the Superman serials from the 40s. It's got that vibe, and that's what they were going for. They wanted to have a kind of 40s look, and they wanted to have dark overtones.
Yeah,
it's very much like the Fleischer Superman. If you ever watched it, Frankenfrog likes the 90s turtle movie. I like it too.
Yeah, I mean that was campy. You can't take it serious.
Yeah, and you got to appreciate the practical effects.
Yeah,
you really do. You got to appreciate the practical effects.
89 Batman had a lot of practical effects. You lean on CGI for Guardians of the Galaxy, Birds of Prey, and The Flash. You laid heavily on CGI.
Already ruined Monster Force.
Oh, to the point where they don't even play it anymore.
Yeah. They already canceled it. They've already killed it because nobody was watching it, because all Monster Force ended up being was Bride of Frankenstein girl boss show, and she wasn't even in the original Monster Force.
Cristano says the Flash movie was horrible.
That's what I hear.
That Dance by Prince. Oh yeah, he said ripped the soundtrack apart. Worst soundtrack ever.
One of the worst soundtracks in cinematic history.
I got that record. I got the CD because I had like every CD by Prince.
And that was not actually, I think Bat Dance charted. It was in the top 10.
David, how are you?
It was in the top 10 for a minute.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it charted. They were playing that on the radio constantly, because I remember when I used to have the radio going when I used to work for Store 24, and when I worked for Crystal's shoe store, they'd have the radio on, and that Bat Dance was on all the time during the 89 Batman era. And then look at what a phenomenon it was. Siskel and Ebert may not have cared for it, but look at what a phenomenon that film became. And a film doesn't have to be have stellar writing to resonate. Like I bring it up all the time. Commando, goofy film, but man, that's a fun movie to watch.
Lad, the first movie he ever watched was the re-release of Star Wars with his dad at the drive-in.
Okay.
I love The Flash, especially the 90s version, even though it wasn't very good. The TV show was decent.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. And the series is a good one. Batman Beyond aged well too. I have the Batman Beyond on DVD, but I haven't watched it yet because I'm like kind of scared.
Yeah, Sylvan says darker Batman. Thank you, Frank Miller. Indeed.
I like the Batman with that guy. What's his name? The one I like so much right now. The Batman, the one that just came out. Pattinson.
Yeah.
I like how he did it, because when I heard he was going to do it, I knew he was gloomy and depressed looking enough to play it.
Oh, thank you, Rich.
Yes, thank you, Rich.
Donation for our cats. Renard, yeah, we did actually. We watched the '90s Flash TV series, and it felt like it was in the same cinematic universe.
Hey, Fantasia,
Hey,
how are you?
Fantasia also made a donation to our kitties.
Thank you.
We're up to 19 now because they're coming out of the woods because of the cold. Robert, he said, "Get the funk out."
Yes.
F-U-N-K.
Yes.
A lot of people
shut the F up.
Yeah, get the funk out. But the way he says it, you can't tell. You're like, wait a minute, what did he say? But yeah, thank you again, Fantasia and Rich. We're up to 19 because the cold is bringing the cats I've never seen before coming out of the woods looking for anything, fresh water, food.
Really? Never got around to seeing the '89 Batman, but really enjoyed the old '60s Batman series and the Brave and the Bold cartoons. I don't think I ever saw the Brave and the Bold cartoons, and then they're talking about making a new Brave and the Bold movie. I'm not sure if it's going to be animated or if it's going to be live action, but I'm not really looking forward to it because another thing that James Gunn said in his little rant.
Oh yeah, he wants a softer, kinder Batman.
Well, he wanted to be he wants it to be more lighthearted. Yeah. Not so much dark. And Batman needs to be dark. Oh, and love the Bat Dance by
You know what that means, don't you? That means shitty humor.
Yeah. He wants that stupid Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel humor. And that works sometime, but not in everything.
Not for that.
Not everything needs to have humor. Sometimes it's good, but not all the time. And then it gets just kind of lazy and weak and sorry, I think. I think all the people that like '89 Batman should get together and badmouth South Girl. I mean,
nobody, they won't need any help because that film's going to end up being pretty bad.
Yeah, the only thing good about Supergirl is Lobo. Supergirl is drunk and thinks she's better than
they're going to okey doke. They're going to okey doke people with Lobo. They're gonna want to see Lobo through the whole film, and they're gonna go there to see it. It's just like the Flash. It's the same okey doke.
Yeah.
They went to the Flash because they wanted to see Keaton '89 Batman in the Flash, and they got a piece of that.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it was trash. And they're gonna do the same thing with Supergirl. Watch.
Yeah.
Adlad, if you liked the '89, or that '89, if you liked the '66 Adam West Batman. New Adventures of Batman from what was this, 1973, 1974, I think. This is a Filmation production, 1 season, Saturday morning, okay? And it is the same voice actors.
Yeah.
But Batmite's in it, but Batmite is actually pretty funny, especially how Adam West constantly ranks on him because he can't stand Batmite.
But David, the Batman, they made since James Gunn have taken over, they do have a Batman, animated Batman movie, and I've seen clips from it. It looks horrible. It's all loud and bright and kiddish and stupid.
Yeah.
And the animation is terrible. I can't remember the name because I was trying to buy or collect all of the DC animated. I love DC animated movies. And when it got to that one, I was like, I didn't get that one. I cannot remember the name of it, but it's awful. It's awful. It's like complete comedy.
It looks like the reboot of Thundercats. Remember when they tried to bring Thundercats back? It looks like it's the same production team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe
not the 2012 Thundercats, but the Bandai made the figures for. I'm talking about the Thundercats from like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That one. It's that kind of like I said, it looks like the same production team did this one.
Definitely check out Brave and the Bold. I will, because I don't have Brave and the Bold on DVD.
Yeah, I mean, it's Supergirl's going to die at the box office. I'm sure. if anyone even wants to see it. And BrolyCon
Hey,
says,
BrolyCon.
I don't know if you talked about it. What are your thoughts of the live action He-Man? Yeah, we did talk about it a little bit.
And we did a video.
Because we have an independent video on the channel about that we did. It's recent. It's like when the trailer first came out, where we did like a reaction for the trailer. We're hopeful, and I want to be hopeful. I want to be hopeful, but it's hard for me to be hopeful because I'm worn out being disappointed with modern films. It looks like it might be okay, but you know, I got to be cautious. I got to be cautious because the only films in recent memory that have come out that I wanted to see that turned out okay were the original Joker, not Joker Ado, but the original one, and the Batman with Pattinson. Pretty much everything else, right down to Avengers Endgame, I was disappointed with. I didn't care for Avengers Endgame at all. I thought it was badly done, my opinion. But and some of the Marvel films have been hit or miss because it's a shame where you end up with, you get a film that's really good like Iron Man, the first one, and then by the time they get to Iron Man 3, you don't even give a shit to watch it because it's so badly done. But yeah, I'm just worn out being disappointed with these films as they come out.
Saturday Morning looked it up and said that the comics came out in 2012, but not even sure if it was the real James Gunn. Because when I saw it, they showed like the tweets, and it could have been, now that you say it, could be, you know how you have those fake accounts? But they showed like the tweet and his name in the comments and all of that kind of stuff.
A lot of the channels are buzzing about that.
Yeah. Some of the Batman animated films are better that's why I like the DC animated stuff, because they're a lot better than, I think, a lot of the live action stuff. Greetings from Springfield, Massachusetts, where it's a whopping -8 degrees.
Oh, is that all?
Not a kid. The Dark Knight is not a kid-friendly Dark Knight. And Batman 66 got 2 animated movie follow-ups. Yeah. Thanks for the tip. Adam West also came back for some of the 70s, 80s. Super Friends. Casey Kasem was Robin, though. Yeah,
and there's a companion to it, actually, because Filmation was king in the 70s. And that's New Adventures of Superman, which is also kind of fun.
Yeah.
New Adventures of Superman is pretty cool.
Yeah, he just talked about the 68 Batman cartoon.
Yeah.
And that one was Thundercats Roar.
Okay. Yeah. That's what the new Batman looks like.
Yeah, the reaction video did do pretty good viewer-wise. Hopefully we can keep that going.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard heard that Dolph Lundgren might be King Randor.
Really?
That'll be interesting.
That would be interesting if they did that, a nod to the original film. Which, again, you know, even the original film, not a good film, but it's fun, and I could watch it again. You know, because back in the 80s, they had that flair where even a bad film wasn't that bad after all, especially when you compare it to anything nowadays.
I hope that does not happen, Robert.
Oh, what? Brave Star
live action. I hope not. Oblivion movies could have been live action Brave Star minus the robot horse.
Okay.
The Oblivion series. The earlier Marvel films were the best.
Yeah, that's right.
So as they went forward, they got worse and worse.
Yeah, I mean, first Captain America was really good. The first, I liked the first Doctor Strange. I like the way they developed the character, you know, but they keep adding to, and then they were making films just to shoehorn people in, like Captain Marvel, terrible film. And then Black Panther. I don't care if it won an Oscar. I thought it was awful. It was just badly written, racist undertones that were completely unnecessary. And there's
Raccoon Eyes, how are you?
The the little sister. No one in real life likes a snarky, smart mouth little sister. I don't care how smart she's supposed to be.
Ooh.
Oh, bad hombre, -36, wind chill 60, east of Toronto. That I've had some winters like that in Massachusetts.
Wow. He still drove 45 minutes to get to a toy show.
Hey, did you have good luck though? How did it go?
Bravestar did have an animated theater movie, and really in the 80s.
Okay.
I didn't know that. To be honest, I love AI versions of short films of Masters of the Universe. So much dark and colorful, mystical like Eternia should be.
Okay. Brolycon says, let's leave it open for She-Ra. It would make sense. Adam's parents sent him to Earth because his sister was kidnapped as a child.
I wonder if they're going to touch on that. Because they never really mention in the cartoon that he even had a sister.
Yeah, well, you find out later.
Yeah, you find out later, but they never really touch on it. And then they never touched on Randor having a brother in the cartoon. You know, so I don't know.
I don't know, Dr. Cohen. I'd hate to disappoint you there.
What?
He's got his hopes set on Wonder Man, which is set up to be a comedy. By the way, it's humor. It's humor. I've seen the trailers for it. It's supposed to be funny.
Humor?
Yeah. Their angle is it's supposed to be kind of funny, which is why they've got the actor who was the Mandarin from Iron Man 3, playing himself in that universe as the actor fake Mandarin.
She talked Saturday morning talking about the Oblivion from the early 90s movie series.
I don't know if I remember that Saturday morning.
I think we saw one because it's like I think it's like 3 movies, right? Riff Tracks did that. I think we saw it on like Riff Tracks. I think so.
Okay.
It sounds familiar. I want to say we saw that.
Brolycon says he's black and he agrees. Black Panther wasn't the best.
But I'll keep my mouth shut. I never saw Black Panther, and I don't even care.
I didn't see the second film because I just knew. I was like, if the first one wasn't good, the second one won't be either, and so I just didn't bother.
I know that the sister is gonna be in what's the movie coming out? Because they keep showing the trailer.
Whatever it is with Doom.
Oh yeah, Doomsday or whatever it's called.
85 pounds wet Black Panther female.
Yeah, her and Namor is gonna be in it, and
it's
the
not
Avengers.
Namor, it's Namor.
And they're gonna team up with the Fantastic Four or whatever.
They can't call him Namor because they don't have the rights to the name.
I'm miserable in California. I'm freezing.
T.
It's
Stewart.
Almost 70 degrees outside.
Too bad, T. Stewart.
Winter Soldier was completely wasted as a character after his first film appearance.
Oh boy. Well, they cucked him. I mean, they had him get his ass kicked by everybody after that, and he was so tough in the beginning. They did the same thing to the Loki character. They turned him into a complete punk.
Hey.
Oh, Bad Hombre said scored a couple of vintage comics, some original art pieces, Dungeons and Dragons, directly from the artist. Okay.
Who is long retired. That's great. So it was worth the drive. You're talking about Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke was in Iron Man 2. Yeah, that's right. Stone Sour. Namor. Because you can't say Namor. It's copyright.
He-Man lore is wild when you go back to original. So it's a lot of different because I read a lot of them. It has about 4 or 5 different origins, and they go all the way back to King Randor's dad. So it starts there and then it moves on, and it's more interesting if you look at the origin of Keldor and King Randor. That's where it really gets interesting when you read up on them. But yeah, you can find a lot of it. I wish they had written it out somewhere, or if it is, I wish I could find it because I want to read more about it. But that's an interesting storyline. I would rather see a movie about King Randor and Keldor and how that whole situation went down, because from my understanding, reading it, Keldor is the oldest, and his mother died.
He's
and
the heir to the throne.
Yeah, and Randor's dad, I can't remember his name, remarried, and then had Randor, and because he had the blue skin, they shunned him, and Randor stole the crown from him.
Yeah, and Keldor tried an insurrection to get what he felt was rightfully his by birth, and in that battle was severely wounded, and made a deal with Hordak to save his life.
Yeah.
But when he did the transformation, that's how he ended up with the skull face.
And they touch on that. If you ever watch 200X, the very first episode, they touch on the battle and how he became Skeletor. They didn't go into like deep details, but they did touch on it a little bit. So you got a little bit from it. 200X gives you more of a background of the characters than the original one did. So I like that.
Well, you remember, of course, that the Filmation version was written for a much younger audience, though. So you know, there's only so far they can take it. But 200X was written for an older audience, so they got into a lot better detail about many of the origins.
Yeah, I read the mini comics, that whole thing, and it was pretty good. Ular,
yeah.
And it was another one. But yeah, those stories were pretty good. I like the mini comics and the news strip, but were good.
Rolicon liked Killmonger. See, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the only character in the film that made any sense to me. I got Killmonger. I understood Killmonger. And although I think they went too over the top with the character, making him destroy the legacy instead of embracing it after he won it, after he beat T'Challa. But yeah, Killmonger to me was the only. I didn't even like the portrayal of Black Panther's character by the actor. I thought that the Killmonger was probably the best portrayed character in the film.
Hey, Patrick.
And made the most sense.
They
killed him.
Well, they kind of said after Dude died, they considered bringing the Killmonger character back, you know, resurrecting him with movie magic.
Sure.
But they went in a totally different direction. I am gonna watch. Oh, Penny Dreadful.
Penny Dreadful.
Oh, is that the Pennywise movie?
No.
Oh, okay. I want to see the.
That's Welcome to Derry.
Yeah. I've heard of Penny Dreadful. I have. I've never seen it. When I saw the Penny, I thought about the Pennywise TV show, Welcome to Derry. I want to see that.
There.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, growing up, I was super big into horror. I loved it. I watched everything horror. I had a huge VCR tapes, because that's what I had. VCR tapes of horror movies. And then when DVD came out, I had like everything. And then, you know, you go to church and they keep telling you that's demonic and you got to get it out of your house and all of that. And I bought it. I threw all that stuff in the trash. I did, because I was like, yeah, you know, you're right. It might be demonic. So I threw it all out. And but by then, honestly, by the time I started throwing it out, that was after Saw, and after it became the gore porn, like David to say. It was after that, because you know, and some people are like, you tell them about stuff and they're like, well, you like Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers, but that was way different than the modern horror film.
I mean, the original Mike Myers, there isn't even any blood in the film.
No, and it was a story. Like the first two, Halloween 1 and 2 was supposed to be one film, but it was too long, so they cut it. And it was an actual story there. Nowadays, you don't get a story at all. They just start off killing. You don't even know what's going on. Even Jason had a story. All of them had a story.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, the mini comics were very different Yeah, it was, and the newspaper was very different.
Oh,
and
I
had the omnibus of the comics.
The newspaper strips will give you a lot of detail.
And they had some good stories in there that I wish they had continued. They had a character I think it was in the newspaper strip. I cannot remember that character, but it was like a superhero. And he was in there like a couple of weeks, I guess it came out. I don't know if it was daily or weekly, but it was a really good character.
I think it was a daily strip.
Okay, but he was in there for a couple of episodes. And I was like, man, I hope they bring this character back or keep it going for a minute. But they didn't. They just kind of dropped it. But they had some good stories in there that just never.
You can see that kind of thing, though. It's just like with the G.I. Joe, or the Sunbow cartoon and the Marvel comic, drastically different, but both presented to the same audience. You know?
Yeah. Stone Sour wants to know if you're picking up any of the new Motu movie figures.
I doubt it.
And Raccoon Eyes is confirming.
Rewatching Penny Dreadful.
It's awesome.
Okay.
If a horror movie doesn't have practical effects, it isn't worth watching.
That's what Frankenfrog says. Yeah, I know.
Didn't even have him in. I actually liked Halloween 3.
Well, that's how the series was originally designed to be.
It was just going to be different.
Michael Myers was split in two because it was too long.
Yeah.
But they were going to release one every Halloween with a whole new story.
Yeah.
That was the goal.
That was the goal.
Yeah.
But Michael Myers took the show, and people wanted him back. So now you had to resurrect this guy, Movie Magic, that got blown up in the hospital. You know good and well he's dead. So now he's resurrected, staying with some guy in a cabin. And then he kills the guy.
Yeah.
That took care of him for all that time. I know I've said it before, but modern horror movies are not scary at all. It's just cheap jump scares and attempt to make you vomit.
And loud freaking music.
Garbage. The classics are king. Yes. It's nothing but jump scares, and it's just, let's see how much blood we can get or how gory we can get. Newspaper, He-Man, Motu had a comic. Yeah,
Ad-Lad, so did Star Wars. A lot of those, you can find a lot of that stuff in newspaper strip.
Yeah, and if you get, I don't have the book down here. I have the omnibus.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
And it has the mini comic run, and it has the newspaper strip in there.
We read that.
I read the whole thing.
We read that together. And the He-Man ones are great. And then you get to the She-Ra section, and man, those stories are lame. The mini comic She-Ra's awful, freaking awful. They're not entertaining.
Yeah, Halloween 3 was supposed to kick off a new series of movies with Halloween
when they killed Michael.
Yeah, and people was like begging for Michael to come back. So in Halloween 4, they resurrected him.
Yeah, that's what Saturday Morning's saying. Yeah, Gwildor and Blades were in the He-Man newspaper strip before the movie, and Gwildor was very prominent in it.
And he was a mean, nasty little thing. Yeah. Halloween 3 was the best one. That one actually, when I watched it the first time, I had to turn that thing off. It actually scared me. Them kids sitting in front of that TV with that mask on. That I rewatched it after that, and I was like, okay, it's just moved. But it was pretty scary. I liked it.
Robert says they swapped Man at Arms. Yeah, they also Triclops. And they gender swapped of all things Roboto, because Roboto's going to have a female voice.
It's a robot.
Yeah, I know, but you've already established Roboto because he's been on the show.
I know.
Now he's going to sound like, oh, hello, I'm Roboto. And I don't know how that's going to fly.
I think modern horror movies got the idea.
Oh, here we go.
All the gore from classic anime. All they forgot were the quality stories, character music that classic anime has. The spiritual horror movies are where it gets. I only seen one. It was I don't know if it was supposed to be a horror, but it was like a thriller, and it was religious based. It was about the golem. The golem.
Yep.
And the lady wanted a baby, couldn't have one, and created a golem, and the golem went around killing everybody. And but it had some undertones in there. It was all right, but I don't know.
Oh, Mun's got to run.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well.
Catch you again later.
Oh, Stone Sour picking on me, El Ram Man. Yeah, because he has that goatee. And Stone Sour made a donation. Thank you. Thank you, Stone Sour. But hello, I am Ram Man.
Scary Freddy or Comedy Freddy? I like them both.
You killed my father. Prepare to die. Who knows where that's from?
Nobody knows where that's from.
Hello, I am Ram Man. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Oh, that's from the wrestler. The wrestler guy.
What wrestler?
What's his name? The wrestler.
Oh, yeah?
Ramon. Ramon. Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon was in The Princess Bride?
Oh, The Princess Bride. I don't know nothing about that. Oh, Saturday morning got it. Oh, they got it.
They got it. Everybody knew you. You thought Razor Ramon. Well, because I thought you were talking about Andre the Giant, because Andre the Giant was in.
I don't know nothing about no Princess Bride.
You've seen it.
I've seen it, but I don't.
You didn't know Andre the Giant.
I know Andre the Giant was in it, but he don't sound like that.
No, the Montoya sound like that.
Oh yeah, and that's what Boxer said. Montoya.
Montoya.
Oh,
hello,
okay.
I am Inigo Montoya.
Pedro Pascal.
You killed my father.
Oh no.
No, please not.
Oh, you know I know because when you showed that toy, it did look like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I know. He's in a green screen because that character was muscular. Fezziwig was Andre the Giant. That's right, Fezziwig.
Oh my man said it.
It's okay. It's okay. There's Migo Matt's in here.
Hey Migo Matt, how are you?
Us. I thought Princess Bride was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean,
it was cleverly done. Some people don't care for it, but whatever.
I mean, it was like whatever. I'd rather watch that than whatever's on.
I'd rather watch any film from like the silent era to the mid 90s than anything that's out today. Some of those silent films are pretty good.
Man, The Man Who Laughs. If you never saw, and I know we talked about this before because we talked about silent films one night, but since you brought it up, if you never saw the silent film, The Man Who Laughs.
And we brought it up because that was the inspiration for the original Joker.
Well, I thought it was
the image.
The image
was the
because I saw the thumbnail and I'm like, hey, is that and the name, The Man Who Laughs?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, is that the Joker? I thought it was going to be, the origin of the Joker from the 20s or something.
Yeah.
But man, that movie was good. You feel bad for that guy, and you just want to cry for him.
Yeah.
That was a good. That was a
good silent films. Man Who Laughs. Metropolis.
Oh, Metropolis was good, and they cut 3 hours of it out.
Yeah,
I don't know what that 3 hours was going to cover.
They lost it. Yeah, it was lost.
That was a good film.
Foolish Wives. Foolish Wives is actually really good. And Nosferatu, the original Nosferatu. That's right, Brolycron. You can see Masters of the Universe. It's interesting to hunt for that kind of stuff in the background, and you see like even different strokes. You see He-Man figures, G.I. Joe figures, and stuff like that in different rooms.
What's the name of that movie about Carol Ann?
No Columbo remakes. No, Robert. Shame on you.
The movie with Carol Ann.
Carol Ann.
That goes inside the TV.
Oh, Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's
all in the room.
A lot of stuff. That is like the dream 80s room.
Raccoon Eyes never watched a silent film.
Really?
Yeah.
But still, it's some silent films are pretty good. Some silent films are really, really well written. They had to be.
Oh, really?
You know?
DC even did a Batman cover based on the Man Who Laughed poster as a nod.
Okay. DC, I always want to say DC. Dr. Cohen says top scary movies: Alien, The Ring, The Grudge, and The Conjuring.
I saw The Conjuring.
Yeah.
I never saw The Ring. I know what it is, and I never saw The Grudge.
You seen Alien?
I seen Alien.
Because
I didn't think that was a horror film.
The first one was a horror film. The first one was meant to be a horror film.
I guess I can see that. But by the time I actually saw it, I was well past horror films.
Sure.
So I didn't see it as a horror film.
And then they turned it into an action film, which was actually...
By the time they got to the second one.
When they got to the second one, it was an action film with the Space Marines, which was a successful transformation, I thought. You know, I like The Thing.
Yeah, The Thing was good.
So Alien, The Thing.
I didn't like that they redid The Thing. I think if they wanted to continue that, they should have picked up where the movie left off, because those guys died in that, you know, they just sat there and you know they died. I think they should, if they did it, they should have came back and found their bodies there and then worked to find out how they died, not do a prequel all the way to the beginning.
And the thing that's funny about that is that storyline was already written. That because in addition to it, oh God, who was it that wrote that? He also did the plot for the video game that picks up right where the film leaves off, and follows that story through.
Yeah, Raccoon. I actually liked her as a lead,
as a female,
because she wasn't like a girl boss trying to just run the world and then destroy it. So yeah, that was actually was actually
Saturday Morning good. Says what? Murder, She Wrote with Jamie Lee Curtis. Not interested.
Well, I didn't like the original Murder, She Wrote.
I don't like Jamie Lee Curtis, but
I never liked Murder, She Wrote. My grandmama watched it. I just could not. That was one show I just couldn't get into.
Yeah.
It was just like, ugh, why we gotta watch that? I heard they're
Greatest American Hero, not necessary. Just leave it where it was. Oh, I remember that. Migo Matt says Poltergeist had a Migo Hulk riding a horse in a scene where everything was floating. That's right. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. Yeah. But John Carpenter.
What about him?
Yeah, he's the one that wrote the remake of The Thing.
Yeah, he did Halloween.
But he also wrote the plot for the video game.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, and it picks up right where it leaves off, so you know if one of them was a thing and which one it was.
Okay, see, that's where they should have picked it up.
They could have used that video game plot instead of doing whatever the hell they wanted to do there.
Yeah. Robert, you can love Columbo all you want, but dude,
we don't need a new one. We don't not. They got to stop doing that, because most of the time when they bring that stuff back, they screw it up.
Yeah. Rarely
do I see ever a remake of a classic film, and people are like, "Oh well, you know, okay, The Thing was a remake, and The Blob was a remake.
Yeah,
right.
it was, and so was The Fly.
The Fly was a remake, and the Jeff Goldblum Fly was really well done.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a good movie, but what you did there was you took a bad film, because the original Fly, really cheesy.
And
real
so was
the
Blob.
The original Blob was extremely cheesy.
And what's that one with them pods? They did it
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Invasion of the Body
The
Snatchers.
original Invasion of the Body Snatchers was not a good film. It was not well done at all. The remakes were fantastic. Okay. But what they're doing nowadays is taking a film that was already a blockbuster and trying to remake it, and you can't, because they nailed it the first time.
Well, they're making it bad.
Yeah. So you can only go down. You can't make it better. You can't make it better. So why not follow the old formula, where you take a film that was kind of mediocre to begin with, like The Day the Earth Stood Still, where the one with Keanu Reeves wasn't a bad attempt at remaking it. But take a film, or we'll go back to The Blob. The original Blob was stupid. It was fun. You can watch it.
That's the one with Steve McQueen. He's like 50 years old and he's a teenager.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like 16 in this movie. And he
looks like 50.
He looks like he's 54 years old. He looks like he's ready to draw retirement in this film. And the sheriff, I'm tired of you kids and your drag racing. Oh, sorry about that, pops. While it's like his gray 5 o'clock shadow, and he's supposed to be like in high school. But why don't you go back? There's a million films that have been done that are okay, and rework one of those instead of taking a film that was really brilliantly done and then trying to capitalize on that and screwing it up. You see what I'm saying? That's my argument. Stop taking a film. Oh, let's redo RoboCop. No, the original RoboCop is classic. You can't redo it and make it good. Okay? You can't. And they didn't. They did not.
Everybody know who Columbo is.
Yeah.
But if you redo it now, Columbo's gonna be a woman and not the wife. It's gonna be a woman.
No Saturday morning, no Scarface remake, no Wizard of Oz remake. Enough.
It made a remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night. Invasion of the Body Snatchers was a great movie. I hated the remake. Love the original.
There's 3 though. Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, the
70s one I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, and then the one from the 2000s was the one with Daniel Craig.
They messed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they should have left it alone. They should have left it right where it was. And the 50s one, interesting story, badly done. But then the 70s one, it was like, okay, yeah, that's it. I thought so. I thought that the 70s one was well done. And then the 2000s remake was terrible because they pretty much perfected it in the 70s.
They did a million versions of War of the Worlds. They did TV shows, they did everything. But Matt was saying, thoughts on the Highlander remake with Henry Cavill. It's been made by the people who did John Wick. We saw the pictures because he put out some studio pictures. The pictures look good.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, I tried watching.
We'll have to wait for a trailer.
I tried watching the Highlander cartoon, but I don't know what.
The Highlander cartoon was terrible. I
don't know what Highlander is about.
The whole purpose behind Highlander is that they're supposed to all duel to the death. And you can't do that in a Saturday morning cartoon. Custom did like the 50s version. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I see what you're saying. He says Scarface 80s was a remake of a film called Oz from MGM. All right.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's saying. It was a 30s film. All right.
It was a 30s film.
All right. But the 80s Scarface I thought was well done. But the original Highlanders film was all right. I haven't seen I only ever saw the first Highlander film. I didn't see the other ones. And I have seen the show.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the Highlander, the TV series.
Mm-hmm.
But if they keep it as an action film and they're true to the story, they might pull it off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I heard Cavill is big on keeping things in line with the script, and that's why a lot of studios don't like working with him.
Yeah,
because he wants to keep it true to what is written.
Yeah,
and they want to venture off, and they get into this battle.
He likes canon, but that's smart because the audience knows it. People who you're not going to appeal to a new audience, because even the young people you think you're appealing to, if they're going to go to see it, they know the other story. They already know it. Mm-hmm. So they're going to sit there and say, even the 20-year-olds are going to sit there and say, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. This wasn't in the original version.
Yeah.
They'll know.
Yeah.
They'll know. You're not fooling them. You're not pandering to a younger crowd. You're not attracting a younger crowd. It doesn't work.
But and I know we've talked about this a bunch of times. Forgive me for beating a dead horse. Mm-hmm. But every time they remake something, a TV show, a movie, anything, the answer is we're trying to pander to a younger audience. We're trying to bring in a new crowd. Make your own stuff to bring a new crowd in. Make your own stuff that a younger crowd that you're trying to drag in will appreciate. Why hijack and ruin something that's already been made, and so you can say, oh well, we were trying to get a younger crowd to like it. You don't care.
You think all the 20-year-olds watching all these Disney Plus Star Wars shows don't know what happened in the original Star Wars?
Who knows?
That they're going to watch this and they'll be like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. These don't balance. I mean, they may not be that bright, but they're not that stupid either. You see what I'm saying? BrolyCon liked the 90s Highlander. And yeah, that's right. Adrian Paul, he's still around.
Yeah, but is he young enough?
I don't know.
If he was around in the 90s, you kind of want the person to be the right age.
I used to watch that show.
They are making a movie about the car.
Huh?
Kids Highlander. They are making a movie about the car.
What car?
I don't know nothing about no Highlander.
What car? He doesn't know Highlander. I
tried watching the cartoon.
Yeah,
I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes.
The cartoon is awful, and like I said, it doesn't make sense because you can't have them running around chopping off people's heads in a Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh,
you have to behead the person. That's the only way to really kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And they duel to the death. And when you cut their head off, there's a discharge that comes from them that enters your body, and you will gain all of their knowledge and experience. So you upgrade by defeating your opponent in the duel.
What if your opponent was sorry?
Well, then you don't get much out of it.
Oh.
So, I mean, if you couldn't speak French and your opponent could, and you killed him, you can now speak French. And that's the appeal of why they hunt each other down and challenge them to the duels.
It definitely didn't work for the Gem Holograms movie. Nobody liked it, but probably was done intentionally by Braun and Company. Gem needs a true cartoon movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Saturday
a joke.
Morning was doing a play on words.
Toyota Highlander. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, Custom God, the Quickening. That's right. That's why it's called the Quickening, because you instantly gain their knowledge.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if the other guy knew Kung Fu and you didn't, now you're a Kung Fu expert. Any skill, any knowledge they had, you acquire it like it's yours or like you learned it. If only it was that easy.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have to kill somebody for it though, but you put your hand on them and like you suck out their knowledge like this. You just put your hand on them that, and then all of the knowledge is sucked into your hands, and then it enters you.
When you were a kid, did you used to put your textbooks under your pillow?
Yep.
Oh no.
On the episode of Unsolved Mysteries, that's what that guy did.
That guy was full of shit. Yeah. All of that like spiritual and sci-fi garbage on the Unsolved. Listen, just show me the mysteries, okay? All that stuff about so and so thinks that his hotel is haunted and such saw the Yeti and all that other stuff. It's all crap.
Highlander jumping around to the different century is what made it interesting to me. How being immortal is not all rainbows and puppies.
Okay, yeah, yeah, because you live, you do not die until you're killed. So they some of them have been around for hundreds of years. That's right, BrolyCon. Your soul is mine.
Gem movie wasn't even Gem. It was an old movie strip wrote long ago, and they just added the names and the robot to it.
Okay, I didn't see it, so I have no idea. I have no idea about that.
Robert loves seeing Sean Connery as Ramirez. And are you a Spawn fan?
I haven't read that since it came out, and I've seen the film. I saw the film when it came out, but I don't know, because I don't know what's going on with Spawn anymore. But I like the idea. Yeah, box. That's right, Rich.
A mind meld.
That's right. She was Vulcan for a minute there.
What is that?
From Spock from the old Star Trek. He'd start doing things like this to someone. My mind to your mind. Your mind. Mind. And then he'd connect, like making a phone call to your brain.
No, you got to take your hand.
Hey!
Take
Watch
your hand
the
off.
crown. No! You can't.
You got to do it like that, and put the whole hands, and then you shake it around like this right here, and then all of the power come out, and then they'll be drained for like 3 days, and then till they rebuild. But you got all.
You've been watching too many TV preachers with that kind of stuff. There's the Holy Spirit, and you grab their forehead, and shove, and then there's the guy gets behind them, because they're going to trip you up just in case you don't fall, and act like and then when your head smacks on the floor and you're unconscious and start having convulsions, the demons are leaving their body.
Stop it. You have to kill each other because only one immortal can win the prize, basically knowing all the knowledge of the universe.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Bad Toy Store has it. For $60.
4 for $60, 15 a piece. Wow.
There are black holes you would recommend to pursue.
Wow.
Are there? Oh, well.
And they used to, they used to be $60 a piece pretty much.
Yeah, I do have a lot of Super 7 Ultimates.
75% off.
I have the Masters of the Universe ones before they lost it. The Ninja Turtles and the Thundercats. Mm-hmm. It all depends on, do you like whatever they got out? Do you want a modern toys and stuff like that? But I always say, and I believe it, people sleep on Super 7. You find them always at the shows, super cheap, $20 on these clearance sales like that. And then in 20 years, they'll be through the roof.
Maybe.
Spawn, oh, they had a Spawn show?
I didn't see it.
I didn't know they had one.
Custom God to their Spawn TV show. Yeah.
I was thinking of checking out Sasquatch Convention, see how it is. Oh, Sasquatch in Alabama? Is that the one?
I think he means people who are believe that there is such a thing as Bigfoot have a convention. Lots of guys dressed in gorilla costumes.
Flashbacks by Ernest Angley. Thank you, David. You made my night. I started laughing when you started doing the mind meld.
We don't need a mind meld because we already have a connection.
The quickening, that's what it's called, when Highland absorbs another's energy. Spawn cartoon is R-rated on HBO and was on at night in the night. Oh, okay. I never saw it. I never know it. I never read the Spawn comics.
Yeah.
But I heard they were good. But I never read them.
Yeah, I saw. Like I said, I saw the film. I saw the film in theaters when it came.
Oh, it had a film?
Yeah.
Live action?
Live action.
Oh, okay.
In theaters, early CGI, which holds up better than any of the modern stuff. Just like the original Jurassic Park, or just like Terminator 2. And how is it the CGI from the 90s is better than what we got now? What went wrong?
Yeah, because technology is getting better,
and it costs more somehow too.
Yeah, and I don't understand that yet.
Yeah,
I can't get that because
money. It's money laundering. That's why.
Yeah, because nothing that they're using is real. They're not going on location like they used to. So why does it cost $500 million to make a movie?
Yeah.
When you're doing it in a warehouse.
I don't know. In front of a big green screen, reusing the same overlays.
Yeah.
Which is why all the James Gunn films look the same. Because people keep saying, oh, that looks just like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's because they already have the templates. They just change the overlay. Why pay for all new templates? It's the same thing with what video games from the same company, and you play the maps. And you're like, well, this map looks like the map from such and such, except, it's colored different, or the buildings are different, or whatever, but the layout is the same. It's the same template. They just change the overlay to cut corners. James Gunn does the same things in his films. That's why they all look like Guardians of the Galaxy, because they're reusing the same exact templates from the old films and just redrawing over them.
I mean, it's CGI. I mean, AI does it for you. You can't tell it to draw you another cityscape or landscape.
Somebody has to design a new layout.
So all of the people they got, all of the money they're paying, you paying somebody to write designs. You can't say, look, I need 50 cities or landscapes, and so I can mix them up every now and then.
Yeah, well.
You know what I'm saying? What you paying the person for? To write 3 and then you fire them? I don't know. Rock Lords or Comet? I don't know.
Rock Lords.
Comet Warriors. I don't remember them. Modern movies are so expensive.
Yeah, you got to make Rock On and whoever that other guy is.
No. Yeah, but Comet Warriors.
Oh, those are like eggs, though.
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
They're like transforming.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I ain't
the
like
meaty
them.
orbs.
The license fees, he says. Stupid.
And Rich, rightfully so, likes the practical effects.
Yeah.
Come on, the practical effects from RoboCop are amazing. All of the squibs, digital squibs don't look right at all.
Because you can see it all pixelized and everything.
Yeah.
Most big movies are shot in ICD screens, the volume.
Says Stone Sour, who made a donation to the
LCD.
Channel. LCD. Thank you, Stone Sour.
Where do you get I from?
I don't know.
Stone Dar and Rock are called the. Okay.
But all they do is just fold.
Yeah.
They don't actually transform like the Rock Lords.
I didn't realize they were called Comet Warriors though.
Because the meteors are the ones that are like little eggs. But I would go with Rock Lords. I have some Rock Lords from Tonka. But
you got the whole set.
I do not have the whole set.
Oh, you don't have the
whole set. I have a handful of figures. I do not. She always thinks I have the whole set of something for some reason. And it's like, no, I don't. I wish I had all the Rock Lords. I do not. They're hard to find on DC cards.
You're not missing much. You're not missing much.
Yes, I am.
Oh, my bad. It keeps kicking me out of ads during the conversation. It's annoying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's because they want you to get YouTube Premium.
Yeah, that's right. They want you to pay.
I ain't paying for nothing.
For a free service, or what should be a free service.
Yeah. but they got to pay their people, which I don't understand how they do when they keep shadow banning. In the 80s commercial, they came to Eternia after Hordak.
But yeah, but again, I do have, I think I have like four or five Rock Lords. I don't have, like, I forget how many there are, but yeah, I'm not even close, unfortunately.
I thought you had like 8 or 9.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I have very few actual complete lines. It's not easy. It's not easy to find the stuff. And usually when you do, people want top dollar. It's tough. It's tough.
I saw a movie with bad CGI where the guy gets stabbed with a sword that went through him, and the CGI blood was stupid. I love watching those cheesy films, so I watch a lot of them, and they are bad.
And then the blood just kind of spurts in the air and just evaporates. It disappears.
And
magic.
The ones that I watch is like everything is CGI, and then they're driving, and you can tell that it's not a vehicle outside driving, so it looks like it's just sliding on the road.
Yeah.
And then they'll have like fire, and you can tell it's not real fire because it's not sitting where it's supposed to. It's like hovering, or it's like over on the side a little bit. Those are the best. I love those. I thought there were no ads during. No.
It's YouTube. What do you want?
They do what they want to do when they want, and they don't tell you that they're doing
Saturday Morning says is also Jewel Lords.
And Rock Gnarlies.
Gnarlies. I have 4 Gnarlies.
Hey, legends.
I have 4 Gnarlies on the card. And they're in really good shape. Yeah, Blue Splash at Rock Lords is an underrated line. Yeah, I like them. But I only have a handful. I don't have much. I need to do a tour of Toy Room 1. Now that it's mostly together, it's pretty much for the moment it's done. And work construction on Toy Room 2 should be starting soon. And that's going to be taking up a lot of my time.
Legend says he's hope we're staying warm. Got hit with a lot of snow in Columbus last week.
Adlad says we'd be doing a David and LPH origin story for Valentine's.
Can't believe it's already February
tomorrow. That's right.
An origin story.
Origin story.
How we met.
How I saved your life.
Saturday morning had a Rock Lords coloring book.
Did you color all of them gray? I'm coloring. No, coloring books were a big deal once upon a time.
They are. I like the adult ones, the ones that are like those super complicated ones that you got to have a pencil.
Do kids even have coloring books anymore?
I know
they still make them. That doesn't mean anybody's buying them. That's like why the board game aisle, instead of being like 2 or 3 lanes in a toy store, is now like maybe 4 to 6 feet of gondola space in Target. It's just nobody's buying games and puzzles and all of that anymore. These kids. Migo said he got 26 inches in Massachusetts.
You see a bunch of coloring books in Goodwill that's not colored.
That's right. Groundhog Day.
That is a good movie.
Yeah.
That's one of the few comedies I can watch over and over. That one was really good. I like that one.
Yeah, and they should have left the deleted scenes in. If you have it on disc, watch the deleted scenes. They actually fit the film rather well, but for I guess time constraints or whatever, they cut out like 15 minutes of different scenes of him doing different things that make a lot of sense. Like they show him in the bowling alley bowling a perfect 300 game. They show him starking people at the pool table. They show him like sitting in the rooming house or not rooming house. He's just staying in an inn, right?
Yeah.
And he's sitting there watching Jeopardy and just throwing the answers out, and people are like, wow. You know, that it's a lot of fun stuff. And I'm like, they could have kept those scenes in the film, you know.
They had people try to guesstimate how long he was in that loop. And it came up with all kind of like weird hundreds of years.
Well, no, if you read the book.
Oh, it's a book for it?
It's based on a book.
Oh, wow.
It's based on a novel. According to the novel, if I remember correctly, it's just over 10,000 years.
Oh my God, he was caught in the loop that long. God.
If I'm remembering this correctly, I could be wrong, but you know.
Yeah, because somebody they were saying it was like over 1,000 years, and they were talking about all of the stuff he learned and how long it would have took for him to perfect to the point where you saw it in the movie, like when he was playing the piano, when he was doing the ice sculpture.
But there's a lot of stuff that was skipped in the movie.
It was
also.
a lot of stuff skipped.
A lot of things about medicine, languages.
Yeah.
Just all these things that he learned, the different instruments and all the other things that he just lifetime after lifetime after lifetime.
So you got to guess that he retained all that. So when he did go back to his normal life, he had all of those skills.
Yeah.
Bauxite cars should make a comeback. Oh, those little box cars. I saw The Fog.
Yeah.
That's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis was in The Fog.
Was she? I don't remember.
Yeah, she was in The Fog because they had the lighthouse, and she was like, I don't know if she was the keeper of the lighthouse or the radio DJ. She was something. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. My record play The Stand. Huh? I don't know.
What's The Stand?
My record play The Stand. That's what it says.
From the film, it says here that from the film's perspective, according to the way that it was written, his loop was 33 years and 350 days.
Oh, okay.
33 years and 350 days. But in the book, according to the screenplay, it was 10,000 years.
That's a long
time. I was curious. I wanted to look it up. So they shortened it for the film.
Oh, okay.
33 years is enough.
They did a remake of The Fog, though. I saw both. But the John Carpenter one from I think it came out 70s, early 80s or something, was better than the one that came out, I'm guessing in the 2000s or something like that.
Okay.
Adrienne Barbeau, I don't know. I know Jamie Lee Curtis was in it. She was like the main character.
Okay. She gets around. Hollywood keeps using her.
Well, she was in John Carpenter's stuff, a lot of them, because I think she was related to him or something.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I remember seeing the documentary on Halloween, and they said that she was related to somebody that was the main producer or something of the film. I don't know if it was him, but yeah, she was related. I know her family is like actors and stuff, but yeah, she had something else to do with that film. That's how she got cast.
Oh, of course. Well, it made her career, quite frankly.
Hey, Trevor.
So love Groundhog Day. I think 10,000 years is excessive. 33 sounds more reasonable. But he didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, according to the book and the screenplay, it was 10,000 years. But for realism, I guess, or to not overwhelm the audience, even though they didn't really tell you, 33 years seemed more reasonable for a film that Ramis didn't even want Bill Murray to be involved with.
Oh, really?
Ramis didn't like Bill Murray at all and didn't want to work with him, even though they've been in several projects. They were Ghostbusters together. They were in Stripes. Ramis didn't like him, and
Stripes was good.
Yeah, didn't want him in the film. And but that's who they ended up with, and he worked with it, and it's actually, in my opinion, probably Murray's best movie. Easily his best movie. He learned how to act by then. Murray was not a good actor in the early days. Even in Ghostbusters, he was not a good actor, but he learned. He learned, and he got better. And Groundhog Day, like I said, in my opinion, probably his best film.
I like What About Bob? He was good in What About Bob.
He pulled off the character. So I mean, they may not have liked each other, but at least he did the job. You know. Yeah. Okay. Migo Matt says Tony Curtis is her.
And her mom was the lady from Psycho in the shower.
Yeah. Robert says Murray's difficult to work with. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people. You'd imagine how that movie might have turned out, Ghostbusters, if the cast they originally had in mind had made it. Because Dan Aykroyd had cast Eddie Murphy and John Belushi.
Oh, Eddie Murphy was going to be what's the black guy name?
Eddie Hudson's position. Eddie Hudson. Yeah, he was gonna. It wasn't going to be Eddie Hudson. It was going to be Eddie Murphy.
I know, but I'm trying to think of his name, that character's name. Winston.
Winston. Yeah, and John Belushi was going to be in Bill Murray's position.
No, okay.
But of course, John Belushi died. And he said that he was sitting there. I saw Aykroyd in an interview, and he was like, I was actually still working on that script at the time, and I got a phone call, and they were like, hey, listen, they just found Belushi. He's dead. And he was like, you got to be shitting me. You know, and I'm writing his part. I'm writing his part. We got to find now we got to find someone else and whatever. And then Eddie Murphy ditched the project because he went to do something else. I forget what movie he did, but he did something. He got committed into something else and couldn't do it.
So that wasn't Jamie Lee Curtis. That was this person. And okay, I thought that was
Adrienne Barbeau.
I thought that was Jamie Lee Curtis for whatever reason. Yeah, Carpenter hired her because of the mama.
Janet Leigh.
I don't know about the Charlie's Angels.
He played in the Charlie's Angels film, which was a terrible. The original Charlie's Angels wasn't even that good. You're going to make a live action film out of it, where he played Boswell. I think. And I guess they had a lot of trouble with him on set.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy would have stolen the show.
You'd imagine what it would have been like if those two were in the film instead of Bill Murray and Ernie Hudson, not Eddie. Ernie Hudson.
You know, I was reading, and they said on Seinfeld they wanted to cast Chris Rock to be George. But he didn't take it, and they went with
Chris Rock's not a
Jason
good actor.
Alexander.
I'm glad they did.
I'm glad they didn't.
Because Chris Rock's not a good actor. He's really not. Chris Rock is like Will Ferrell. He just has a dial, and it's like, how much Chris Rock do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, and he just gets louder and louder and louder. And Will Ferrell is the same way, and it works in certain roles. But for Seinfeld, I don't think that would have worked. And Jason Alexander had more traditional acting experience because he was not originally a comedic actor.
No, he was in. God, I can't think of it. He was like a social worker. It was like a thriller. It was a serious film. I can't think of the name of it now.
He was in
Jacob's Ladder, I think it was. Jacob's Ladder. I want to say that's
right.
what it was, where he was a social worker.
And he was in Pretty Woman. And he was a lecher in that. He was a lecher in that. Got his ass kicked.
What's a lecher?
Somebody who's a sexual deviant.
Oh.
He got his ass kicked by the main character.
Oh, okay.
But but Chris Rock. Yeah, Robert says, yeah, that was the best acting he's ever done, is pretending to take that slap, because you know that was staged. Don't even get me started. That was so staged.
I can't get the purpose of that. I can't. I still really don't understand the purpose of that whole situation. What was the point? Who got anything out of that?
Chris Rock got a career bump out of it because nobody was going to his concerts anymore, and then he sold out after that. But it was supposed to draw attention to the Oscars again. Nobody was watching. Nobody gave a shit about them anymore.
Do they watch it now after the fact?
It's fading. It's fading away again, but it got them the attention. Negative attention works in Hollywood. You're going to tell me there's 500 cameras in there and you only see one angle of the slap, but then you get the 200 audience reactions on a preempted show where they could have cut it, staged, and he leans into it and closes his eyes. Totally staged. What a load of crap.
Tom Selleck was going to be Indiana
That's
Jones.
right.
Will Smith turned down The Matrix for Wild Wild West.
That's a bad move.
And Chris O'Donnell turned down Men in Black, and Will got the role.
Yeah, you see a lot of that in Hollywood.
Yeah, I do remember him in TV ads.
Lad says he was in commercials.
About how the Lakers will likely drop Bronny James after his father retires.
Legends.
That's LeBron James' son. Because I heard that guy couldn't play well.
Yeah, he's not good at all. And obviously he's only there because of dad. So DC like Chris Tucker in The Fifth Element. Chris Tucker's that kind of actor too. He's got a dial. He's not a great actor. But
he's supposed to be coming back with Jackie Chan to do another Rush Hour.
But for the character he was portraying, which was supposed to be a futuristic example of a YouTube creator, content creator, over the top and just animated, he did a great job on that. He did a great job on that. But it's just like the slap, and I've mentioned it before, it's just like with Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren and the fight they had at the Cannes Film Festival.
Mm-hmm.
They had a fight. They had to be broken up at the Cannes around the time that Universal Soldier came out. And in an interview on Arsenio, actually, Van Damme, he asked him about that. He was like, people are still talking about that? Van Damme talking. Mm-hmm. He says, people are still talking about that? That was staged. You know that, right? It was like, we set that up just for attention because of the film. We don't have a problem with each other. And Arsenio was like, what? Are you serious? Yeah, because they do shit like that in Hollywood.
Raccoon Eyes love the Rush Hour films.
Okay.
I like the first one. Because wasn't it 2? Yeah.
I forget, 2 or 3.
I know I saw the first 2, but I like the first one the best.
They wait any longer, Jackie Chan will have to be in a wheelchair because he can barely move now.
Yeah. He doesn't do his own stunts anymore.
He is in bad shape.
Yeah. He is. He doesn't do his own stunts anymore. He doesn't do any kung fu anymore. None of that. I saw him in but he's in a movie recent that's about to come out. Some stupid movie like a comedy kids show or something. I'm sorry, however, when you mentioned Chris Rock not being a good actor, the last text came to mind.
Oh, what? Chris Tucker?
Oh, yeah, Chris Tucker.
Yeah, and Kevin Hart is the new one. Kevin Hart, he can't act either, but he can act animated, and that's what you get mostly from former Saturday Night Live cast. Most of them can't.
Kevin Hart was on Saturday Night Live?
Kevin Hart?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so, right?
I don't know.
Wasn't he? Broly Khan said, "Do you believe?" Yeah, I do. I believe the slap with Chris Rock was fake. I think it was staged.
Yeah, but Jack Black is actually funny. I saw some movies with Jack Black in it, and they were good. Like that
Jack
one.
Black, and he's been acting forever. He was in the original Atari commercials, for God's sake.
Yeah, but that one where he was the funeral director, that was based on a true story.
That was pretty good.
The one where he was the polka singer,
Polka
King, that was based on a true story. That was good.
Shallow Hal.
Oh yeah, he was in Shallow Hal. That was
bad.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen anything else with him in it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Dr. Cohen reminding us that Marty Abrams from Mego turned down Star Wars. He also turned down Thundar the Barbarian, and instead produced the Love Boat action figures.
Oh boy, who the heck want Love Boat action figures?
Well, nowadays, nostalgic people, but back then nobody wanted to play with the Love Boat. What 8-year-old is sitting there? Mama, I really want a Captain Stubing action figure. Mama,
Jack Black is funny.
I want Isaac. Mama.
The guy who played Isaac was funny on That's My Mama. He was the only funny character.
Yeah, That's My
My Mama.
Well, the first season wasn't bad, but the second season just got really awful.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It got real kind of political a little bit.
Yeah. It went in a bad direction.
One episode.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
The show turned super liberal out of nowhere. And but the first season, it was tolerable for a sitcom. But yeah, the actor who played Isaac was in that, and he was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, he was the only entertaining part. He came in for like one scene, and that's it.
Yeah,
he did his little bit.
He was Kramer, basically. He was like Kramer, sort of, because the door would fly open and he'd slide in, and he'd be like, "Hey, what's happening?" And
they got it. Ooh,
wee. That's right. And he'd get into some dialogue, but yeah, he was like almost like a Kramer portrayal.
Yeah, but he was only on one scene,
you barely saw him
per show, which was enough. But you wanted to see him. But I think if they showed him any more, it would have been too much, because they wanted him for one specific thing, and his character didn't need a spinoff. Because nowadays, if you get a character and audience kind of love them, then we got to do a spinoff, and they got to have their own show,
and then
they
Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, and then that actor can't carry the show because they were supporting, and they were good at supporting.
Yeah, Saturday Morning said, that's right. Sean Connery turned down Gandalf to do League of Extraordinary Retirees, because he sure did retire after that. He said he was done. That was a bad film. Yeah.
Captain Stubing could be Captain Picard's replacement.
Oh, I guess so. Well, they were both 3 3/4 inch. The Gloob Star Trek The Next Generation figures on the blue cards, the original ones. Oh, Space Knight. Great comic book content lately.
Hey!
Wondering if you know of a site that tells you the print count on particular comic book issues, how many Fantastic Four 200 books were actually produced.
Actually,
I'm not sure.
If you go, you got to type it in Google, but Marvel has a site and DC has a site. I can't
print runs.
Yeah, and it shows you the cover, and it shows you from the original, and you got to be careful when you look for it, because it'll tell you all the way from the very first, like in 1920, all the way to current. And then it'll show you every cover. So if you like, I thought that cover was this, you can click on the cover. Mm-hmm. But that's what I use a lot for my Marvel and DC, if I need to know how many books, and then it also tell you, was it a key? It gives you a little synopsis.
I think he means print runs specifically. Like if you had an issue, how many issues did they run off the press of a specific issue?
It tell you all of that.
Oh, it does tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gives you all of the particulars. It gives you the date, how many, everything is in there. And it'll give you like a little cover page, and then you can click to get like more information. Mm-hmm. It tells you all of that.
Space Knight, he must be a ROM fan.
Oh, ROM Space Knight?
Yeah, maybe.
Alf was on what?
Matlock and Blossom. Matlock? I don't remember Alf being on Matlock.
I don't remember that.
Well,
Matlock was a little bit too serious for Alf.
The person who was managing Alf fought like hell to keep it like Alf was real, and which really bugged the hell out of the other actors on the show. bad enough they're upstaged by a puppet, and bad enough they had a lot of accidents on stage because it was all cut out so the guy could run around. But he was determined to not let anybody realize that it was a puppet, even though everybody did know.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Don't forget the 90s new Love Boat show with Alf and Hulk Hogan in episodes.
Yeah, right. Adland liked Leave Extraordinary Gentlemen graphic novel. Okay, the movie could have been better. Yep.
Didn't really need Tom Sawyer in it. Said it was Connery's last big film.
Yeah, that's why he retired.
I can't. I mean, because I used to watch Matlock. Granted, I didn't see all of the episodes, but I just can't see Alf in an
episode. It doesn't tie in.
Yeah, it doesn't tie in with the whole Matlock vibe.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Which is kind of a dramedy, anyways. It's comedy drama because it had its funny moments.
It had some, but it wasn't like slapstick or like super like ha funny. It was like interesting, I guess. Kermit versus Alf.
Alf is carnivorous.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Eat Kermit. Kermit too nice and friendly.
He'll eat Kermit. Kermit wouldn't stand a chance.
No.
Well, it all depends if he can get assistance, because Miss Piggy can take Alf.
Miss Piggy was ruthless.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, Don Knotts was on there.
Yeah, there was some guest appearances, but I don't.
It was a lot.
I don't remember Alf though.
Mm-mm.
I don't remember Alf being on Matlock, but I obviously I probably haven't seen every episode.
Mm-mm. We were watching it for a while,
yeah.
And then it kind of got tiring.
Well, you need a break sometimes.
Yeah, that's what happened with Columbo. It just got kind of tiring because he never lost.
Yeah, or Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows got tiring.
Dark Shadows got exhausting.
Yeah.
It started out pretty fun. Well, it started out kind of boring, but then when they brought in Barnabas, then it got fun. But the whole bit with the damn witch coming back over and over, it just killed the freaking witch and get some other plot device, please. Well, there was a lot of episodes. It was a soap opera. So
it was on for a long time.
Ton of episodes.
Yeah, I just needed her to go away.
Yeah, it just got insufferable.
For lunch, dinner, and breakfast. Yeah, he did.
He never ate one on the show.
No, because he made a promise. Yeah,
he promised, and that's as insufferable as the character was. He did not lie, and he did not break his word. You got to give him that. But he was otherwise, it was just he was terrible to deal with.
Alf had an appearance on the network, the 8th episode of the 2nd season of Matlock, which originally aired in December 1987. Okay. Oh, he had a cameo, so he wasn't like on there for the whole show. Okay, yeah. Kathy Bates is Matlock now.
No, and there's no new Matlock. It's bullshit.
And that's what I was talking about, like, because you talk about you wish Columbo come back. If Columbo came back, it's going to be a woman.
Yeah, in a wheelchair.
And it's not going to be his wife. Just like they did with The Equalizer.
Oh, God.
And they brought back, what was the guy? Jonathan, the angel. Highway to Heaven.
Female, black
female, who's a school counselor.
Oh, please.
So the thing that made Highway to Heaven pretty good, they were like roaming. What did you call those people that roam like that? But they roamed around, and then they got little jobs. They did whatever they had to do, and then they left.
Yeah.
And then they went to another town, and they did what they had to do, and then they left.
Yeah, like hobo culture.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially The Equalizer. I mean, morbidly obese Queen Latifah doing backflips off of like fire escapes with machine guns.
She didn't do no backflips.
It's an action show, and she plays an action part, and it doesn't make any damn sense. Adlad says hitchhikers. They had a car, so they weren't hitchhiking.
Hobos and hitchhikers.
Yeah, But that's a culture that's gone.
Yeah, like on Route 66, they were just wanderers and they go around getting jobs.
People used to do that in the United States, and they just, they want to see the country, and they'd go into a new town and they just say, "Hey man, you hiring?" And they work there for a few weeks and just to make a few bucks so that they get for living expenses, and then they move on and, discover America. That was a thing. Route 66 is about that.
Yeah.
Highway to Heaven is kind of about that because that's what they're basically doing, only they're helping people.
Yeah. They had a mission on Route 66. They were just wandering, figuring out life and having experiences.
Yeah. Oh, Rich is remembering Ironside. You know who's the best Ironside? Benny Hill. He made fun of in the Benny Hill variety show. He made fun of Ironside. And he would make these sharp turns and run over people's shoes and bump into their knees and stuff with the wheelchair, and everybody's trying to dodge him the whole time. Yeah, Robert, Equalizer is a TV show.
No, but he said it's all messed up because at first it was a British guy, then it was Denzel Washington, now it's Queen Latifah.
Yeah, Denzel Washington did it in I think 2 films?
Yeah.
And originally it was a retired agent.
And
it was on a TV show. I think it was CBS.
I don't know. But was it a title?
Equalizer was the title of the show.
No. The person, is that
that was his ad, kind of like Stingray.
Oh, okay.
Interested in a stingray, and that was in the newspaper. With him, it was his secret ad was he was selling an equalizer, which in those days would be stereo equipment.
Okay.
And that's how you contacted him.
Yeah, in the 70s, Incredible Hulk, right. He was a hitchhiker.
That's right. Oh, Saturday Morning Says it's 3.
3 with Denzel Washington?
Yeah, I think I've only seen 2.
Yeah, I know I've seen 2. I don't know if I saw 3.
And none of those are like the original show anyway, because even though it was an action show, he didn't do very much action because he was old and retired. And he had partners that would do the legwork if he needed it. But he didn't run it. He wasn't jumping off buildings and stuff.
Why you keep saying jumping off buildings? Did she ever jump?
There is a scene in one of the things I was watching. They were making fun of her because she goes flying off of a fire escape and then this building explosion or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they have.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised she isn't doing backflips and looking like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, running up the wall with machine guns blazing. And it's like it's Queen Latifah. She looks like she can't get up a single flight of stairs without tough.
You're awful. What is wrong with you?
And these days, she's the queen of ho-ho cakes.
You are so. What is wrong with you? You ain't never seen that woman.
I know who Queen Latifah is, and every year she gets bigger and bigger.
I don't believe
Sir Mix-a-Lot was going to start singing about her again.
Baby got back.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
Behind ain't big.
Oh yeah, not on her though, because the rest of the shape doesn't justify it.
What is wrong with you? Oh my God, I can't believe
no.
This way. Edward Woodard was the first equalizer.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. I tried watching the original Wicker Man. That thing was like an orgy.
It was a musical too.
Yeah.
Robert thinks it would be cool to see Queen Latifah jumping over cars.
Yeah,
no. It'd get old quick.
She was in Beauty Salon. Because they did because they had barbershop.
They had to do a female version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was in that.
That's right.
But she can sing. She's a good singer.
Is she?
Yeah, her singing voice isn't bad. Yeah, she's actually pretty good.
I don't know. I heard her rap back in the day, and
it
was like take it or leave it. I didn't think it was that impressive.
Ladies First.
Oh please.
She had that song. Ladies First.
It was a duet because she had that British rapper with her.
Yeah.
That other girl whose name I don't remember.
I think it was Moni Love.
I don't know. I can't remember everything.
Was good in Hairspray remake, but hard to top the original Motor Mouth Maybell. Yeah, she was good and Set It Off. Yeah.
Did I see that? I don't remember.
I don't know, but she was good and Set It Off though. She wasn't a villain, but she was real hard. She was tough. She was she was good in Set It Off.
Okay. I don't know if I've seen that, so I can't say too much about it.
Set It Off was a good movie. I mean, it was some female friends, and they lived in a ghetto, and they had this idea to rob a bank.
Oh,
so
I think I might have seen
robbing banks.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, they started robbing banks.
That sounds familiar.
And they should have stopped, but they kept going. So, David, would you ever consider opening up a comic book shop today?
Space Knight wants to know if I would open a comic shop. If I had the resources for it, I might do that. I think that might be fun. But, I don't have the resources for something like that. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, she did have a talk show. But yeah, it would be fun to have a comic book shop. But like you said, what are you going to concentrate on? Because a lot of comic book shops stop carrying the new books.
I wouldn't want new titles. I'd want vintage backstock. I'd want manga and maybe vintage toys.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you had a big enough space and you can cut it in half, or if you were in a shopping center and you had a big enough space, you can have two spaces, and one is dedicated to comic books, and then the other space is dedicated to vintage toys. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, but not. Oh
yeah, go ahead. I wanted to comment on Dr. Cohen. Go ahead.
Yeah, but not modern books. And again, we go and film a lot of the shows. We talk to a lot of comic vendors, and many of them are getting away from it because, in their opinion, the modern books are killing their shops. They can't get rid of the stuff. You have to buy so many of the modern books to get X number of variant covers, and variants are all anybody wants. So you bought 1,000 books for whatever title to get 10 variants, and the 10 variants sell, and the 1,000 books don't. Nobody wants them, and you're stuck with them, and you're bringing them to shows, and you're at the point where you're trying to sell them for a quarter a piece, and you're losing your shirt. And that's basically what most comic vendors have told me. They're like, "Oh man, I've dumped it completely, or I'm getting out of modern books altogether because nobody's buying the stuff. They all want the old stuff."
I started watching the Night Stalker series from the, I think, 2000s, with the one with Gabrielle Union on it. Now, I know they have a Night Stalker TV show from the 70s, but on YouTube, they had a TV series from the 2000s, and I saw the first episode. The first episode wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good, if that's the one you're talking about. But that one is a remake of the one from the 70s. But I started watching it on YouTube.
It was loud.
It wasn't
Too
loud.
much music. The incidental music. AdLab wanted to know if we do eBay store, considered an online store. I don't sell very often. I don't sell things very often.
Retro comic shops, we have one here. They sell older comics, swords, manga, graphic novels, records, and board games.
Yeah, Saturday morning.
Now that's cool.
That sounds fun.
Also made in 90s, early 2000s with Stuart Townsend as, I guess that's probably the one that I'm talking about, because it had Gabrielle Union in it. It wasn't bad. I only seen one episode so far. The newer comics are selling better as trades and graphic novels over the floppies. What are floppies?
The regular comic books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why spend as much as $10 a book on a whole volume set when you can wait for the omnibus to come out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I can see that. And then you can probably get the omnibus at a discount when it sits around long enough.
It's on Temu.
Yeah, it's on Temu has them now.
Yeah, because David was looking at it the other day.
They have it on Temu now, or you can get it at Ollie's. Ollie's, they turn up there sometimes too. So yeah.
And even on Amazon, I bought a couple of my omnibus on Amazon really cheap. So I mean, you can look around and find them, because if you get the omnibus from the comic book shop, it costs a lot, because I was going to buy that Man-Thing omnibus, and the comic book shop wanted over $100. Then I got it on Amazon for like 50.
New.
Brand new.
It was still sealed.
So I'm like, because I bought the Man-Thing and the Swamp Thing omnibus, and the comic book shop wanted over $100 for it. Get it on Amazon. Save a ton. Save $100.
Well, some of those comic shops don't know when to let go. They figure that I get so much invested in this, I need to get my money back, but sometimes you're just not going to, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just not going to. So what are you going to do? Oh yeah, I would get that.
The Sergeant Rock omnibus.
Robert says he wants Sergeant Rock.
Yeah.
Sergeant Rock or oh, what's his name?
Nick Fury?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nick, Sergeant Fury.
Sergeant Fury.
And the Savage Commandos.
I have the 70s Swamp Thing omnibus and
Man-Thing.
No, the other one, Alan Moore.
Oh, okay.
Alan Moore and the original 70s Swamp Thing omnibus. So I got both.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were good reads. Man-Thing was a good read, and the Swamp Thing was a good read. Alan Moore one was good also. I enjoyed that one. So they were all good reads.
They need to make an action figure of the Mad Viking, but they never will. They'll never make an action figure of the Mad Viking.
No.
That would have to be custom.
No, they're not, because he
they're not going to do it.
No, he's too
he's too controversial.
Yeah, he's not politically correct.
For real.
Yeah, he's not politically correct at all.
Yeah.
But he was in Man-Thing, so if you ever look for him, he was in Man-Thing.
He was a Man-Thing character.
Yeah, and Man-Thing couldn't kill him because he wasn't afraid of Man-Thing.
He wasn't afraid of anything.
No, he wasn't afraid of nothing. That would be interesting.
Well, I mean, because
they're basically the same character almost.
Swamp Thing is very cognitive.
Man-Thing is not. He's just aimless, mindless, and that's the thing that made it so sad with him. He just mindless, aimless, just wanders, and he doesn't have a clue what's going on. He has like this little fleeting memory, and it just goes like it's quick as it comes. So I don't know.
Yeah. Godzilla. Yeah, the original Marvel Godzilla. Space Knight wants to know what's considered a fair offer from a dealer. If you attempted to sell 1,000 worth of comics, could you get 40%, or is that too high?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to a dealer, like a comic shop, and you know your book or books are worth 1,000. Expect him to lowball you as much as 12 to 15%. If you're going to a vendor, you'd be better off trying to get 40% of the value from someone walking around at a comic show, or from like Facebook Marketplace or something. But if you go to a vendor, they look the hell out of people.
Hey, Vintage Poet, I love the 90s Swamp Thing figures.
Yep.
But that cartoon
is terrible.
Was awful. Swamp Thing and Man-Thing, I like them both, I think almost equally. And they had some good villains. I think Man-Thing's villains were a little bit better. With Swamp Thing, it felt like they tried to go in a couple of directions, because for a minute they found a way to make him human again, and then they kind of dropped that, and then he got to this place where everybody had some kind of deformity or whatever. And I thought he was going to stay there and just fit in because he was liking it and everybody was accepting him as is. And then that got kind of thrown off a little bit. But yeah, I like those figures, so those are great. What's the difference between
he answered his question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also, the Heap also was before Swamp Thing and Man Thing. I heard of the Heap. I didn't know Man Thing was signed.
Custom God said a comic store would give you more like 5%. Yeah, I'm being honestly, because 12 to 15% is probably the most you can hope for.
I
think you went to a shop.
I think if you want $1,000, the comic book shop will probably give you 200. And the reason I say that because they had a video. It's been a couple of years now.
I don't know if you get two, maybe 100, 150 bucks.
Yeah, this guy went to a comic shop. It was this old couple, and the comic book shop. He had.
I saw that video.
He had like big books, like books worth a couple of $100, and they wanted to give him $75 for the whole lot.
For the whole lot.
And then somebody was in the parking lot and saw him coming out with the books and was like, "Hey, what you trying to do?" And they was like, "Oh, we just want to sell these comics, but you know, we don't know a lot, but we think they're trying to scam us." And the guy gave him $1,000 for it, but the books were worth way more.
Yeah, he said that he basically told him the truth. He was like, I can come up with this much. I'm interested. They're probably, and he told them they're probably worth more, and they took it from him.
Yeah.
And he probably, I think he indicated it was probably worth maybe 4 times what he paid. But then the comic shop wanted to give him $75 for it, because I guess whoever they went to figured they didn't know what they were doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for that too.
Yeah, those comic book shops,
Some
they love to screw you. The Heap is a Nazi pilot, World War I. He fell into the swamp because his biplane crashed. Okay. Like selling a new game at GameStop and they offer you $4. Yeah, basically.
That's right, Custom God. Sludge was like Swamp Thing too, from Ultra Force. The blue guy. He was a blob. He couldn't remember anything. He was trying to talk.
Yeah. He turned into the Heap, and I believe he helped the Americans because it was his curse. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would not take books to a comic vendor to sell.
You probably would be better off trying to sell them, set up a table at a show or something like that, or
like
selling
I said,
them on
Facebook
eBay.
Marketplace.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, something like that.
Yeah, and then or like I said, if you are at a show and you bring books with you, sometimes some of the people that are walking around are looking for that.
Yeah.
Because they know that the vendors are going to stick somebody and they'll be like, "Hey, what were you trying to get for that book?"
Yeah.
You know, and can we try to do a side deal?
Yeah, if you walk around kind of holding the books, I mean, you can't be like all open with it because you're not supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to sell them.
But people walk around and you can tell, okay, this person is trying to sell. And sometimes they'll even kind of say, "Hey, you looking to buy some books? I got some books to sell." And then you can be like, "Yeah, let me see what you got."
Yeah.
And I've seen people buy like that. And you get a better deal because they want to just kind of get rid of stuff, and you give them a better deal than the dealer would.
So Robert is saying they're haggling, bargaining. Even if you trade, you're not going to do well.
Yeah.
You do a little better in a trade, but you're still going to get stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
eBay.
eBay can be a drag.
Do you remember Metal Men? It was the size of G.I. Joe and real metal.
Yeah, I know who they are. I don't remember who made them, but I know what you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. I do remember the Metal Men. But yeah, like I said, I don't remember who was. It was more of a 70s figure, right? I don't remember who made those. But anyways, we've been on for over 2 hours, so we're going to go ahead and start wrapping up. Wanted special thanks out there for Pastor Rick, for Stone Sour, and for Rich who made donations to the channel to help us out with our feline fund, to help us with our shelter cats. Much appreciated. And they're doing all right out there. Of course, there are the new ones that have shown up that are not going to get into the outdoor habitat with my group because they just don't know each other. But yeah, always appreciate it. All the help we can get. It means a lot. Oh, but Rich said it was made by Questar. Okay. Questar. Yeah, I didn't remember. I can't remember everything. I try. So, hey, thanks everybody for joining us here this evening. Hope you had a good time. And we will catch you again soon.